Budgy Smugglers, we are back.
We are back, baby.
What is happening? I'm comedian Jeremy Dooley, joined as always by fellow comedian Steven Bradshaw.
What's going on, smugglers? 2 comedians, 0 credentials, all the Aussie athletes. Huge show today. Duels. We got a bit of everything. We're covering the Socceroos. We got the 3rd Ashes test coming up. Tszyu's got a big fight. A little bit of everything and some stuff that you've never heard of nor cared about until listening to this podcast. But before we jump into the sport, Dools, what's been happening, mate? How's your week?
Tell you what, it's been a good week. I've done a few things. It's been good. It was I had a pretty chilled week because this week is a lot. We got a lot of stuff happening this week. But I went to the golf.
Yes.
I had a golf thing.
Tell us about this. This is exciting. I played golf last week.
Oh,
Actually.
there you
fun,
go.
But doesn't sound as fun as what you were up to.
Yeah. So, I had a few, normal couple of gigs, and then a couple of things got cancelled, and I was like, great, I got a free weekend. This is going to be awesome during the day. And then comedian Marcus Ryan gives me a buzz out of the blue, and he's like, Dools, what are you doing this weekend? And I'm he does winery tours, and I thought maybe it's a winery tour. Just fix up my.
We are off to a flying start here. He's allergic to greatness. I do apologize for that.
Oh, that's going to be good if you're listening to it.
Yeah. I'm not cutting that out either. I can't be stuffed.
So he calls me up. He's like, Dools, what are you doing this weekend? I said, not too much. He's like, do you like golf? And I said, absolutely not.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's a third one there. I think that should be it. We might have one more, but that should be it. So it was Future Golf. They put on a fantastic, they put on heaps of stuff throughout the year. It was their invitational tournament.
Oh, I saw that.
Sponsored by CB Co.
Cool.
And so myself and Marcus Ryan, we sat, or is the next sneeze coming, the 4th, maybe final.
This is great podcast.
This is fantastic podcasting. 2 guys, one of them sneezing. And so all we had to do is we sat at the first hole with beers in our hand, under a marquee, with microphones, and every time someone teed off, we just gave them some commentary.
Yeah, what was some of your favourite
heckles.
bits of commentary, Dools?
I mean, there was one guy and he got up there and I just said he looks like he goes to Pornhub for the comment section.
Yeah, that's good.
There was a husband and wife team and they were dressed the same. And so I just asked a few questions about, when the last time was he got to decide what to wear and what else she decides for him. And he didn't enjoy that too much. Everyone else did, though.
Very exciting. That's very good because I'm about to purchase, unrelated to what you just said, a Future Golf membership for next year.
There you go. So, it's working.
I guess we can plug them because they did pay you technically.
Yep.
So Future Golf, they've got a Christmas special on at the moment. It's like 25% off, $300. Do you think anyone from the ATO listens to this show?
No.
Because I was with Blaze White, mutual friend of ours, and I'm going to buy him one for Christmas, and he's going to buy me one for Christmas as well.
Right.
And obviously that would be a client gift.
Yes.
Which is that is true. Yep. So we've worked out that.
Great.
I shouldn't be announcing this on a fucking broadcast, but
it was fun. It was a great event. They put on a great afternoon. It was just 9 holes at Westgate Golf Club there.
Oh,
in
yes.
Spotswood.
Yep.
And
under the bridge,
like the Chili Peppers, and so everyone, it's a normal sort of 9. I think they were playing Ambrose rules. I'm not sure. And at the end, it was closest to the pin, which was also at our hole with the microphones.
Yep.
So we then had everyone there as we were, just reminding them of a few things. And yeah, great beers, great people. They put on a great event at Future Golf. So
sounds awesome.
It was good. It was
very good. Very good.
That was probably the highlight of the weekend for me. For the rest of the week, it was a pretty cruisy week. I sort of hung out. I had a good steak dinner, I know everyone is always keen to hear my food adventures for the week.
Why people listen to this podcast?
Woodlands Hotel Coburg. That was good. A good steak there. Scotch fillet.
Love it.
How's your week? What was happening?
Pretty chill. Just chilling. It's that time of year. Not a ton of gigs happening. I'm just kind of kicking back, relaxing. Didn't do much. Didn't do much. Really.
Yeah.
Was up in Jan Juck for the weekend for a
Oh.
little thing, so that was nice.
Very nice. What were you doing in Jan Juck?
Just a friend's Christmas type
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah. So lovely. Lovely.
Did you get in the water? It was warm on Saturday.
No.
No, okay.
No, I didn't
Cool.
get. It was Saturday night, so I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't get there till, unfortunately. But
Yep.
yeah, good.
Fun times.
All right.
Fun times. Tell you what, there's been a bit happening in the comment section.
Where
this
should we
week.
start? We want to start with the comment section. So, as always, get involved in the comment section. Smugglers on the social media at the Budgy Smugglers.
You know, it's a good, some things are kicking off when I get a message from you being like, oh, get a load of this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. And it was very, very fun week. Probably the main, well, we had lots of very exciting things, a few things popping off on the social medias across Instagram, YouTube, and of course the TikToks. But I think the biggest and most fun was we released the Piastri files last week.
Tell you what, you had a very in-depth investigation.
An in-depth investigation. You can see the whole... Well, you listened to it last week, Smugglers. I don't need to promo it to you, but we put a little snippet of that 10-minute conversation, that deep dive, the Budgy Smugglers investigate, the Piastri files, and woo! Did it kick off into a bit of a furor on the social medias, Dools? Alex DeFazio, I have to give props to, because he's the one who coined the term "release the Piastri files," which that comment got 550 likes alone, so which was a bit crazy. You got some other stuff, Dools?
Yes, some guy called Bruce commented, "I've done the maths on these," and then in brackets, "and Brazil, and still don't know how you got a 76-point win. I'm getting Oscar at 460, Lando at 416, and Max at 408. Now, look, Bruce, if that really is your name, I think you're getting the spirit of things, but kind of missing the point a little bit.
What I absolutely, obviously, pulled 76 out of my ass. The fact that it was that close was pretty great. But and then some guy called Bruce just went and he did the maths. He did the review. He included all the points we made in the Piastri files, and he came out at 54, I believe, which is so not too far off. Well done, Bruce, you nerd.
Yep. Jack commented, "Australia has lost the plot. This has got to be satire."
That's cool. Where was that, on TikTok?
Yep.
Oh, they love it. This was our favorite one. I feel like if you got any more before we jump into this last one, because this was my favorite.
Well, RBM 18401936. That is a terrible username. More screwed, Oscar or Bonnie Blue?
Yeah, that was a deep cut in the Piastri files. You have to really be paying attention to the registering backboards. So, well done to you.
Now, I reckon time for you to go through your little back and forth here with.
I haven't put the whole thing because it went on forever, but we loved this interaction with Bandana Man 84,
who looks like he voted for Brexit.
Yeah, he definitely
There's
voted
that Brexity vibe to him.
84, so he's in his 40s. He's dressed up in a UK flag suit.
He's dressed like Ginger Spice.
He does look like Ginger Spice. But Bandana Man 84 said, "Hey, dickhead!" Almost all caps. How about explaining why Oscar went MIA for 6 races? And we had a back and forth, but this was my favorite part. Bandana Man, you ripped into him a little bit as well.
Look, I hopped in for a little bit here and there, but you were cooking, and I didn't want to. Get in the way there, and then he went directly at you instead of at us. Steven Bradshaw comedy, "I worked in F1 for 10 years, but given your high and mighty know-it-all powers, you're my F1 hero."
Yes, which we came back with. Glad one of us is a hero. Didn't know they employed fluffers in F1, which was one of my proudest moments across social media for the week.
But then his comment, which really did make me laugh. I was confused a little bit at the start, and then it made me laugh. Budgy Smugglers, and this is directed at you, says the man who looks like Steph Rice with a beard.
Which is a huge compliment. Steph
Yeah,
Rice.
for both people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. What a babe.
Yeah.
And she looks good. You did a demonstration on social media of what Steph Rice would look like with a beard.
Chuck it up right now.
And she looked great.
Yeah. Looked like the Eurovision winner. I think was it from Austria or Switzerland that like had a beard.
Okay.
Big fan of Eurovision here. I mean, Australia's in Eurovision. Technically, that's a sport. I mean, they're still in Eurovision. Whether they should be, who knows? Because not in Europe, but it's all happening. The comments were pretty insane this week, which we love that. We love getting around you.
Get in there. Gets to pull us up on if you don't agree with it. I don't know. None of this. All the smugglers agree with us though. It's the randos that get upset. But a lot of whinging poms, Dools. A lot of whinging poms.
Yep. And you got into a bit of back and forth with Abhishek _Sharma _V10. So he's got a big engine.
Okay.
Or maybe it's version 10.
Maybe.
He's lost 9 of his other Instagrams. This is about the Socceroos qualifying draw. Australia can qualify for the round of 16 and potentially the quarterfinals, but I don't see them going any further. I'm just being logical and realistic. I'm not going full Arsenal fans delusional mode. And then also, by the way, it's football, not soccer. And I liked that comment because I agree. I know you wouldn't like that. You didn't know what he was talking about. You're like no Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yep. So a bit happening. Or as always, leave us a comment. Drop it on the Budgy Smugglers pages, or you can send it directly to us.
Yes,
some people
if you want to. Give us a like it, repost it. All that stuff helps. And jump into the comment section. Defend us. If you defend us, if we find some smugglers in there defending us, we'll send them some merch or something.
Yeah. All from all of our merchandise that we have.
Not from the Budgy Smugglers, but from we got some stubby holders. Do you have any stubby holders left?
Yeah, I've got about 10,000 left.
Do you? How many did you?
I don't have many left.
Goodness.
Yeah. I sold quite a lot in Darwin. So thank you to everyone in Darwin who was up there. I forgot to wear my cowboy shirt, but
I saw the hat.
I'm wearing my hat here. From Delaney's in Darwin, where I did buy said cowboy shirt. It's good. I do rock a trucker hat.
Yep,
and
looks good.
So thank you, Delaney's, for dressing me. It's a good trucker hat. It sits high, which we like. So that's good. It's a good time. I got a question.
Okay.
An audience question. This was at the golf event. Obviously, we were the heckle hole. Which is an interesting combination of words. And the question was, when dealing with hecklers, is it all like in the moment, or do you have pre-prepared lines that you go to?
Bit of both. Depends what the heckle is and all that kind of stuff. Everyone has a few things in their back pocket they can pull out from time to time, but normally you're trying to work with what you're dealing with. So, and there's all different types of hecklers, of course, but you might make fun of the way they look. You might banter with something they said, or you might just have a diss in your back pocket. Is usually how it goes. What about you, Dools?
Yeah, look, pretty similar. I mean, the ones that work the best are when you're taking stuff that's that they've given you or has been already in the room.
Yes.
They're the ones that are going to hit the hardest when you clap back to them. I mean, you've always got sort of a couple of things in your back pocket, that you sort of just like build up over the years. The big thing is you try to just be original with it. And sometimes the audience member, because there's different types of heckling as well. Some people are like the pain in the ass, like heckles, who are just trying to derail things, and they think they're funnier, and until you actually like talk to them, and then they shrink a little bit. Some people don't realize that they're heckling as well. They're like commenting on things or just speaking their thoughts out loud, and they don't realize that it's annoying lots of people.
Yes.
So I think that's definitely a thing. So it kind of depends on what sort of vibe that they're doing, and how early into the set it is.
Yes.
So I had an experience during the comedy festival where one of my opening acts was getting heckled. And it was a combination of all of the things. It was because there was a group of people there, and two of them were hammered, and so it started off them just like commenting on every punchline that my opening act said, to the point where it started to step on their punchlines, and the audience was starting to, I could feel it from, I wasn't in the room, but I could still feel the energy of the room about to turn on these two people. And then they were just like, oh, that's not funny, and like just like being annoying. And so then when I got on stage to start mine, I ripped through them straight away.
Yeah.
But that's because I knew that the whole room
was against them.
Oh, they were ready. I got cheered, and I didn't even say anything funny. It was great. So that's definitely a thing. I forgot. I lost my train of thought there. The big thing though is like you got to have the room on your side, because otherwise you come across as a bit of a dick. I have seen people and comedians try and like, clap back at hecklers, and it hasn't gone well for the comedian. And then, that's never a good sign. Sometimes you got to acknowledge that, hey, what the person in the audience said was funny, and that's okay.
One of my favorites in that realm was I was doing a gig down on the Mornington Peninsula, and there was someone a bit drunk, a bit chatty, and the headline act, or the person going on last and doing the longest, he said you could tell he was getting a bit rattled from the chatter, and a guy was chatting, and then he goes, "What'd you fucking say, dickhead?" to the guy in the audience, and the guy was just like, "Oh, I was just saying that was really funny," and then. So the comedian just lost all control and then proceeded to bomb for 25, 30 minutes. So you can go too hard, too early for the wrong reasons and lose the audience, because it wasn't one of those situations you were talking about where they were bothering anyone. It was clearly just someone floundering a little bit, taking their frustrations out on the wrong person, and losing the crowd, which was great.
Oh, I love that. Again, that's the thing. Sometimes only the comedian can hear it, especially if it's someone in the front row, and it's like the front row will hear it, maybe the second row, but then beyond that, they don't hear it. And so you got to weigh up in the moment. Do you rinse that person and shut them up, but also risk alienating the rest of the room who hasn't heard that person? Like, because you got to almost be like, oh, you're saying quite a bit. You got to address it so everyone can understand why you're annoyed. So, it was interesting. But then, at the golf thing, it was literally just like, I was making comments on, because literally there was so many people coming through, and you had 5 seconds to quickly like assess the person and the situation, and then roll with whatever. So
love that.
It was fun.
Cool. Should we talk some sport?
Sure, this is early for us.
Yeah, I like it. England remain unchanged heading into the third test in the Ashes in Adelaide, Dools. Unchanged. They think things are working.
What is that? Is it Einstein who said like insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result?
Someone said it, yeah.
Someone said it. We're saying it now. It's the Budgy Smugglers podcast.
We came up with it. They'll forever quote us in history. But seems a bit wild they're not thinking that they need to change anything when they're just getting shat on.
That is baffling team management there. Do they not have depth? Like, what's going on? Like, just roll the dice, dude.
Yeah,
like, it's Adelaide.
Something.
Bring some spinners in, do that sort of thing. They change your game plan. That might help.
Baseball's dead. Baseball's dead.
It's not baseball, what sort of ball do you think that they need?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pommy ball, where about 3/4 through the way of day one, they just start whinging for the rest of the test.
And just wear down the Aussies.
Yeah, just bring them down. Just bring down the vibe. They can. That is a good plan for them, actually. Play to your strengths. Just whinge and start complaining and just saying, "Oh, this weather's shit, isn't it?"
Ruin the vibe.
Yeah, just being like, "Oh, I had a dinner last night. Oh my god." Stuff like that. It's like, how much for a pint then?
Your accent is amazing.
Thank you.
That it sort of starts English and then ends, I don't even know. I think you went Scottish.
It went a little bit Scottish towards the end.
But to be fair,
part of the UK.
Yeah, exactly. It's a suburb of England. Anyway.
Oh, let me tee you up for this one.
Okay.
I love this. US football, great. I use the term great pretty loosely in America. Landon Donovan has labelled a Socceroos coach, Tony Popovic, smug. Called Popper smug, tipping Australia to finish last in its World Cup group. Dools, Please, go nuts on this.
Firstly, his name's Landon. That's not even a name. And to be fair, it's one extra letter from our mate, the villain Lando. So, we already know that Landon Donovan, a terrible name combination, is a massive flog. And also, he's so smug. Imagine being that smug and you don't recognize it and you think that Tony Popovic is not, he's a lot of things, Popper. Angry, stern, very firm. I would never have called Tony Popovic smug. I think it just goes to show how little America knows about the outside world.
Yeah.
And I've met Landon Donovan.
Have you?
I've met Landon Donovan,
Sorry
and he puts his boots in a boot warmer before training and before games.
What a soft cock.
Exactly. And he did this in LA. And I don't know if anyone's ever been to LA before, but it's always warm there.
Boot warmer.
It's great weather, and he always, before any training, and I saw this was at LA Galaxy in their back rooms there. I saw him. He put his boots in the boot warmer. We had a bit of a chat, and then he took his boots out, and then he went out to training in a boot warmer in Los Angeles. Are you insane?
Pathetic.
Grow up, Landon Donovan.
What a loser. Is he the best US soccer player ever?
No.
Who's the best US soccer player? Have they had one?
I mean,
that's good.
What's his name? Pulisic, probably right now. He would be the best player that they've ever had. Landon Donovan was just sort of the best in a shitty era where he was the only.
Yeah, no, okay, fair enough.
He's the only. So I don't think Australia will finish last in the group. I reckon it'll be between them and the Seppos. And hopefully, Australia, Tony Popovic will get the defence sort of a few weeks in camp. And once he settles, because he hasn't had the same sort of squad and repeat sort of camps yet. He's always chopping and changing, having a look at new players, different roles. Once he gets it settled, you'll see the Socceroos really come together and, soggy biscuit the US team.
What a way to finish that.
Speaking of traumatized children, children were traumatized as the wheel flew off a speedway car into the crowd at Avalon Raceway. Be there.
We haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah,
what happened to the Avalon Raceway Be there guy? Be there. It was a sprint car race and a wheel fell off and traumatized children, apparently. So that would be pretty scary if you're a little kid and a wheel flies at you at a fast pace.
And you're in Avalon.
Yeah, that's scarier.
It's like you're near Lara.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably the parents' fault, as if you would take your kids to Avalon.
Yeah. There's nothing good. That's why they've got an airport there so people can leave.
I put this in because I, as a child, was traumatized at Avalon Raceway.
Okay, what happened?
Don't worry, but what happened was they were doing some promotion or something, and the kids come up to whatever the big thing is, the watchtower, whatever, and we're going to give away, the first kid here, we're going to give away a helmet or something like that. It was one of those things. Mm-hmm. So all the kids start running, including me, start running towards the thing. I found a shortcut, so I take this shortcut and I'm flying. I was I ran like the wind when I was a young fella, Jules. And what I didn't see, bright lights, dark. What I didn't see was the shortcut I took. There was a chain link fence that I just didn't see. And I hit that face first at speed, and then thousands of people pointed and laughed at me, and then I cried like a little girl because I was 4. And I haven't ran for any prizes since.
That's pretty funny. That reminds me, it was coming out of a Melbourne Victory game, and it must have been a final or something like that. It was at Marvel Stadium, and walking, from the stadium back to the train station to get home. And there's a lot of low benches there. And there was a dude running, and I don't know if he was running from his mates or from cops, but he was legging it, weaving in through the crowd, looking over his shoulder. And as he ran, didn't see the low bench, which is about knee height, shinned it, and then face planted. And everyone just it wasn't a laugh one, it was ooh.
Yeah. Oh, that's bad. When you see someone fall and people don't laugh, you know it's bad.
It's bad.
Oh, man. Speaking about bad.
I'll tell you up for this one. Tim
Me?
Tszyu.
Yes.
The Werribee Open Range, Tim Tszyu will face Anthony Velasquez this Wednesday. Tszyu has lost 3 of his last 4 fights and is now desperate for a win to reinvigorate his career. Give us your thoughts on Tim Tszyu.
Right. Tim Werribee Open Range Tszyu is back, Jules. He has this fight. He's on a bit of a losing, not a streak per se, but he's not doing great. Lost 3 of his last 4. I feel like this Wednesday, if he can punch his opponent in the head more than he gets punched, he might win this one.
Might.
Yeah, might.
I think, does Tim Tszyu have a rat's tail? Surely he has a rat tail.
I think he used to.
Costa had a rat tail.
Yeah.
And Costa's ratty was, I think that's what he needs.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Get a little ratty there and, his opponent will be like, oh, this guy's like Eshe or something.
Yeah.
And he's, no.
Tie some fluffy dice to the back of it, distract the opponent.
Yeah, rock out in some, some TMs out there. Like, it'll be, that's TNs, the Nikes, and get like a bum bag, a fanny pack.
Nice. He could come to the ring in a VN Commodore.
With kickers.
Love that. All right, this happened overnight. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet because this is a problem. Well, we'll talk about that in a bit. But Aussie James Carew, along with Pom Andrew Cotton, have come third at the two-door Nazare Big Wave Challenge overnight. Duels, you ever watch Nazare?
In Portugal. Big wave.
The biggest wave. So this event, for those of you who don't know, it happens between November and March every year. And there's very little warning of when it's going to happen. They track the swell, and then if the swell comes in and the waves are big, they run the event that day. If you're asleep on Melbourne time, you may miss it, which is what happened to me last night. But I know you've been to Portugal. Did you swing by Nazareth?
No, we were going to. We ended up going down south and surfing, but I do know people who have surfed there, and they're just like, it is the most, even when it's not that big wave level, it is absolutely terrifying. The waves coming through there are huge, and the water in Portugal is quite cold as well because it's coming straight from the Atlantic and coming from up north as well. So it's a big wave. It's a big sound like the GWS Giants. And it's anyone who has the kahunas to surf those waves gets full respect.
We salute you. Of course, the chase for the 100-foot wave. It's the biggest surfable wave in the world. It holds the record for men and women's. I think it was a German fella got it at about 80 feet high, the world record at Nazare. I have been there, Jules. I went there. It was the whole reason I went to Portugal because I wanted to go see the wave. And the day after I was there, someone died.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
did you do a gig? Was it you on stage?
Yeah, it was me on stage. I bombed. No, this is before I was even doing comedy. So, but yeah, the force, the power, and there's a fantastic documentary series. I don't know if you've seen it, but Smugglers, check it out. It's called 100-Foot Wave, and it's covers the discovery of the wave and the first person to surf it, and basically the hunt for the 100-foot wave is still going on.
Did you see the earthquake wave?
No.
This week. I'll send it to you. So the wave sort of hits from 4 different angles, and so it almost like creates a little bit of a vacuum and then just bang.
Wow.
It looks. You see the dudes filming it, and they're so surfy. It's painful, and they're like, and they're losing their mind. It's very impressive. Also, how good's Portugal?
One of the favorite places I've ever visited. Loved it.
Get those Portuguese tarts into you, and also the
port.
Yep, and chicken.
Yeah,
home of Nando's.
The home of Nando's, which
legit. And a Porto.
When I was, Porto started there. Had a big debate when I was in Portugal about that because apparently Nando's is from South Africa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You can say it in a South African accent.
From South Africa.
Nando's.
Portuguese chicken.
Yeah, I'm big fan of Portugal. It was good. I did a great gig at Lisbon Comedy Club.
You did?
It was phenomenal. It was very multicultural.
Yeah.
Wildly there was like It was packed, standing room only, and I reckon 4 people from Portugal.
Yeah. Love that. Love that.
It was good. All right, here we go. I'm going to line you up here for this one. There are several reports in the media, F1 world, linking your mate, our mate, the guy who was robbed.
Our world champion.
Absolutely. The rightful king, Oscar Piastri, has been linked to Red Bull and Ferrari. And some reports are suggesting he is actively pushing and agitating for the change of scenery. What are your thoughts, Stevie B?
Imagine you're polyamorous.
We are in Brunswick, the home of it.
Not a stretch for anyone within a stone's throw of here. And you're in a relationship with someone. They're also in a relationship with someone else, and they treat that person with a lot more respect, dignity. They give them everything they ever want, and you're the cuck in the background. That's how Oscar's feeling. He's on a cuck couch in a motel room, and he's thinking, is there another team I can join? That's a great metaphor off the top of my head. So Oscar's sitting in a cuck chair right now, and he's thinking, is there another relationship I can go to? And I tell you what, there's some pretty looking options over at Red Bull and Ferrari. Not next year. He's going to sit and wait and see what happens. But Red Bull and Ferrari, lots of reports that he might be pushing to get out of McLaren. And why wouldn't you? Because he has been the third wheel in a terribly abusive relationship, Dools.
Yeah, I think that sums it up. What are the odds of like Holden and Ford becoming F1 teams?
Well, very good for Ford, because Ford is an F1 team next year.
Really?
Well, Cadillac is, which is part of that
Cadillac.
same group. Yeah, Cadillac are bringing in. They're going to be the 11th team. They already have a couple of drivers in Valtteri Bottas and Checo. So they're all signed up, but a new team, they're always going to struggle. But, you know, who knows? Maybe they come in and they're on fire from the jump. So, yes, he could go to Cadillac Ford. That's not a bad option. But yeah, obviously he's dirty. He's dirty. And why wouldn't he be? We saw. I mean, we did read out some of the comments before, but it was 90% overwhelmingly positive and for our little expose. So Oscar's got a lot of fans. He's going to take a lot of fans with him wherever he goes. Hopefully that's soon, Dools.
I think if you're a neutral fan and basically not on Team Lando, you would acknowledge that Oscar Piastri was bent over by McLaren this year.
Certainly was. You're our official golf aficionado, the only one of us to be a professional golf commentator as of Saturday. So what was your thoughts on Mark Leishman surviving a brutal test in howling winds to win his first professional event in Australia since 2008 after a thrilling climax to the Victorian PGA Championship yesterday? What were your thoughts on
Mark
Leishman?
the Gimp Leishman? Look, wind, it gets in the way. I think that the worst type of weather condition is wind.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Because it's like when it's cold, you can get warm, you can turn a heater on. You can put some jackets on. When it's hot, you can remove some layers, you can turn an AC on, all that sort of stuff. When it's raining, you just get an umbrella or you go undercover. But when it's windy, it's annoying. All the conditions become worse. If it's raining and windy, that's worse.
Yep.
If it's cold and windy, that's bad. If it's hot and windy, that's bad. And it makes if you're inside, it makes a lot of noise. If you're outside, it makes a lot of noise. Trees could fall down. Wind is the worst of the conditions.
I can't zag. I think you might be onto something here.
Absolutely.
Hail's got a chance.
Hail, but then hail on its own. Okay, that's annoying. Hail with wind. Jeez.
Oh, bloody hell. Tornadoes are just more wind in circles.
The most wind.
The most wind. What other... You're probably right. You're probably right.
Humidity and wind. Ugh.
Yuck. That's just... Have you ever caught a train when it's humid outside?
Ugh. Worse in the train.
Yuck.
Like soup.
Anyway, that was a good breakdown of Mark Leishman's win at the Victorian PGA Championships yesterday, Dools. Well done.
So it shows how good the Gimp is because he was able to do it in windy conditions.
Brilliant.
What a man. The 16th seed Aussie Damien Heater.
Oh,
Heater?
he's on the heater, all right.
Heater is through to the second round of the World Dart Championships. Qualifiers Tim Pussy, Simon Whitlock, and Joe Comedo take the stage in the coming days. Give us your breakdown on the Darts Championships. I know you're a big dart fan.
Love
a dart.
darts. I love having a dart. But yeah, Damien Header was 16th ranked in the world. Obviously, he threw darts, they hit the board, and he scored good. Have you ever? I want to go to a world darts thing.
It looks fun.
It looks like a lot of fun.
It looks fun. If I tell you, if they come to Australia and need some special comments, get onto the Budgy Smugglers. We would.
Oh, please.
Tear that
What is it? WDC? World Darts
WDC.
Organization. Get the Budgy Smugglers around for a World Darts live stream thing. That's very good. So an Aussie's through. We got a couple of other ones that probably won't do much. But did you see there was an old guy who got through? 71 years old from Singapore. Listen to this. You love a good nickname. For a darts player, his nickname is the Singapore Sling.
Hey.
How good's that?
That is good. Named after a cocktail.
Yeah, yep.
Love that.
Yeah, got some Aussies in the World Darts Championships. We'll see how it goes.
How many World's Darts Championships have there been? I feel like it's just kind of exploded onto the scene. Right.
Yeah, true. I think they've been around for a while.
This is not like the first or second one of them.
No, surely not. Surely not. I can look that up while you talk the next thing if you like.
Well, because it feels like there was no dart. It was just like something tucked away in the back of a pub, and now it's become this big thing. They're filling, arenas and stadiums, and everyone's getting up and about.
Oh my God, it's like bloody boxing. There's a professional darts corporation, the PDC. Then you got British Darts Organisation, BDO, and the World's Darts Council.
Wow.
WDC. So I have no idea.
Well, I mean, if they've done a few.
Founded first season, 1994.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they was that 31 years?
Something like that.
Yeah. Oof.
Well, not a bloody math podcast.
Another 9 years, the 40th one. I tell you, the WD-40, it's going to be a smooth event.
Australia has never had a champion. Our best result was a second place, taking home £200,000, was Simon Whitlock back in 2010. This bloody Phil Taylor guy's shitting it in. How many world championships has he won?
Phil Taylor sounds like someone who'd be
sounds
good at
like someone
darts.
that's played darts.
He spends a lot of time in pubs. He'd have like a pint in one hand, be like, all right, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Do it like that.
Phil Taylor, 14 wins.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Does he have a nickname? He'd have a strong nickname.
Oh, what? Give us your top 3 Phil Taylor nicknames, and I'll give you the actual one.
Okay. Fill me up.
Yes, I like that.
Dr. Philgood.
Yes.
And Phil the Toolman Taylor.
Oh, they're 3 better than Phil the Power Taylor.
Oh. Any of mine were good. Off the top of the dome, they were good.
He's also been, a secondary nickname was Phil the Crafty Potter Taylor.
Oh, that's better.
The Crafty Potter?
Crafty Potter.
I like that.
It sounds like he's, makes some like pots and cups and, throws some clay around, but also a little bit dodgy.
Yeah.
Not
as good as the Singapore Sling.
Mm.
What about Damien Hetter? Does he have you got a nickname for him?
Oh, I mean, his name's Damo. Surely it's just Damo. Like he goes by the singular Damo. The heat check.
Yes.
He's probably...
You're not going to believe this, Dools, but his name is Damien the Heat Hetter.
Hey.
Which is that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, we've got some things to I'm going to set you up for this one.
Yep.
To deep dive into, I know you're not going to be happy about this at all, Dools. FIFA. The organisation, not the video game, FIFA has been accused of a monumental betrayal after ticket prices for next year's World Cup were released. Tickets range for the group stage from an Australian $270 to $1,050 and as high as $13,000 for one ticket to the final after FIFA initially claimed tickets would be available for as low as $60. What are your thoughts, Jules?
So the previous boss of FIFA, Sepp Blatter, everyone thought this guy is the dodgiest, most crooked dude, and it will be a good result for the world game when he goes. And it's worse. Like Infantino is absolutely just a crook. We saw his absolute boot-licking behavior with Donald Trump and just an absolute money-hungry grub. And you can just see that as simple as, them expanding the amount of teams in the World Cup because they thought more teams equals more money. They spoke about doing the World Cup every 2 years, which would absolutely cheapen the World Cup if it's done every 2 years. I think they have forgotten that the game relies on the people. They are like the AFL, but just more dodgy, which is wild. They're bringing in drinks breaks at the 25-minute mark. Yeah. And I think it was the 70-minute mark or 75, but 2 drinks breaks, one each half, regardless of the weather. Because they're like, oh, it's going to be hot there, so we should do it. But it's not going to be hot everywhere and all the time.
It's going to be hot in Vancouver.
And they're doing it purely so commercial, ad break, bang, more money. Fuck FIFA.
Oof. Ooh, I'm going to lead the clip with that.
Mm.
No, they are dodgy. I mean, we are living in a world where I think one thing you can compliment the AFL on is they've been pretty staunch for several years that you can go to watch the footy for $25 with your family. So, but yeah, in a world where ticket prices are ridiculously high for sporting events, for music events, this is just going to keep happening.
Yep. And I said this a few weeks ago on the pod, but I think that the AFL, while we're on the AFL, for any of the stadiums...
We weren't on the AFL, by the way.
You brought it up. You gave me an opening. Like this Tassie stadium, because the AFL has basically bent over Tassie to make the stadium happen and sort of, strong-arm them to, if you want a team, you've got to build the stadium. Well, the AFL should subsidise all the food and beverage at that stadium. They should do the same at Marvel Stadium. Any stadium that they have a stake in, use that gambling money that they love so much, and they say that they don't, the AFL, use that to subsidise the food and drinks so that it doesn't cost an arm and a leg for the people.
That's right, Dools. I should get a free hot dog every time. I'm sick of paying for these 12-inch Primo hot dogs. Oh. I get one every time. They're 12 inches, Dools. They're fantastic.
You would be shitting mud after going to
Oh, you know it. But yeah, I would at least cover 6 of the inches, AFL.
Yeah. Cover half. All right. Speaking of more controversy, speaking of things that are not in the spirit of the game, a very controversial dismissal in local Victorian cricket. North Eltham's Brodie Hoyle was run out for 10. He copped a cricket ball right in the cucarachas and sort of dropped to his knees and fell out of the crease when he did it. And another player grabbed the ball and ran him out. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm interested. We might get into a debate here because knowing you, I think you might zag where I zig. It has been called a effing dog act, but stay in your crease, dickhead. It's pretty funny when someone gets hit in the nards, but everybody, of course you could take that. I thought, take the wicket. Take the wicket. What are your thoughts?
I think that the guy who did the run out probably doesn't have testicles of his own because every other dude on that field went, ooh, and you're not thinking, I'm going to run this guy out right now. You're thinking, thank God it's not me first. And then second, you're thinking, I hope that guy's all right. He's going to have a really high-pitched voice. And then you think, oh, I'm just going to chill out for a little bit and talk to the other guy next to me about oh, how unlucky is that bloke who copped the cricket ball in the balls. But then there's one dude who was a little bit tip rat enough to be like, I'm going to run him out. And the team got the Spirit of Cricket Award the previous season and they did something, against this. Fair enough if the guy fell over, that's fine, run him out, whatever, but you cop it in the balls. Jeez, I don't know, not into that.
I think if you've got a chance, I win at all costs. It's not like he ran up and hit him in the nuts. It was just, I think if you're going down for nut shot, I agree with everything you said, but just leave your bat in the crease or something like that. I think that's on him. He should have more awareness. And you just go stump him. I don't,
Tell you what, you get hit in the balls, and it's the last thing you're thinking about is staying in the crease. Especially a cricket ball. Jeez. Because I can't imagine, like, at that level of grade cricket that they've got the highest quality, protection. I'm not imagining that the box that he's using is the same as, like, Steve Smith.
Yeah, true. Let's put it this way, Dools. It's the 5th day of the Ashes. It's a tight match. Joe Root cops one in the nards. He goes down. He falls out of his crease, and Travis Head grabs the ball, stumps him out. Are you cheering or are you yaying or naying?
I'm just like, that's not okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's a dead ball.
Really?
If a player drops hurt, dead ball.
Oh, I don't know. I'd be cheering. I would imagine. I would put Travis Head at the top of our power rankings if you did that.
Because Australia shouldn't ever be in that position against England where it comes down to that.
Fair enough.
If it has, then it's Australia's fault.
Fair enough. All right. This is becoming. I've made this a recurring segment. I've got to come up with some, smugglers. Give us a name for this. I've called it the Duels Quiz for this week, but it needs a better name. So this is the part of the show where I talk about a great athletic accomplishment of one of our great Aussies, and Dools has to guess what sport I'm talking about. He's 0 from 5, I think, in the history of the show. But this happened just a few days ago. It was big news, Dools. Aussie teenage prodigy Indra Brown, 15, won bronze on her FIS World Cup debut. This is against adults. This isn't junior competition. Just 15. She wins bronze in what sport?
All right. FIS. Indra. Okay. So I'm assuming some form of like hippie parents with a name like that. And maybe some sort of left-wing sport, like some weird, like left-of-center sport. Swimming?
Swimming? No.
S for swimming.
No, that's a good guess, though.
What about shooting?
No. I like the way you're thinking. You've got the right view. Like, what's the S stand for? So no, I'm not going to give you any more hints. But
snorkeling, is that a sport?
No.
Surfing? No, it's not surfing. S sports. Softball.
No.
I don't know
I'll
how
give you
you'd
one
be able
more.
to,
That's 4.
I don't know how you'd be able to win a individual bronze medal playing softball.
Yeah, that's
sport.
my thoughts.
What about kayaking? Maybe
Skyaking?
Skyaking.
No. Some great guesses, though. I feel like you're in the right, but no. She, on her debut on the FIS World Cup, little Indra Brown, the 15-year-old, won a bronze medal in the skiing half-pipe.
Skiing! I forgot about winter sports.
Winter sports. You're not the only person to forget about winter sports, Dools, because I'm
not rich enough.
But yeah, exactly. I've never even been skiing. I'm from Melton. But yeah.
But you are familiar with ice.
What a win. But yeah, little 15-year-old Indra Brown goes on world tour. This was in China, I believe. And she won bronze in her first go about it.
Indra Brown sounds like she went to a Steiner school.
Yeah, she definitely
has Steiner energy.
Definitely got Steiner
energy.
Just a Steiner recliner.
Yep. All right. Big question here. Aussies, can they go 5-zip in the Ashes?
I can't see how they don't, Dools.
Yeah.
5-zip. I think Bazball's dead. They're unchanged team. I think the spirit of Australia will sail us home. I can't see England even getting a bloody draw. So we're gonna, by the time we get around to the Boxing Day test, the Ashes will be over. We'll just be playing for shits and giggles. So what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think the best that England can do is play for a draw.
Yeah, but they can't last long enough.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're not up to it. They're playing a bad game style for Test match cricket in Australia, and they haven't shown that they can adapt.
Yeah. You suck. England, you suck. Oh, it's that time of the week, Dools.
Oh,
favorite segment coming up. It is time for the Josh Giddy random stat of the week. We stuffed it, but that's my fault. I didn't write it down properly, but I like this one, Dawes. It's kind of a stat. Every retired player recorded at least 20 triple doubles in their first 5 seasons in the NBA has been admitted to the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Of course, named after former Sydney Swans and Richmond ruckman Sam Naismith.
Yeah, he was a great, also basketball player in the 1920s, as well as playing for a few games in the ruck in the 2010s. But so this list of players, I love these random stats of the week. So these are the players who have recorded at least 20 triple doubles in their first 5 seasons. They are all in the Hall of Fame, and they are all of Josh Giddy's ilk. So these are the players: Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Grant Hill, Jason Kidd, and with 23 triple doubles and counting in his 5th season and a first ballot Hall of Famer. Next, they're going to induct him this year, Dools. It's Josh Giddy, the Hall of Famer Josh Giddy, who has his 20 triple doubles are equal of Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Grant Hill, Jason Kidd, 3 of the top 10 players ever, and 7 of, I think, the top 50 or 75 at least. So I think that puts him, I think he's currently ranked 16th all time, Josh Giddy now, in the history of the NBA, which is fantastic.
Definitely Hall of Fame quality, worthy. It's a shoo-in. He could get it while still playing.
He certainly could.
Should.
He will. You got a top 5 for us, Dawes?
I do. I do have a top 5. Obviously, it's been a big week in global sport. So here are my top 5 AFL players who could also be professional wrestlers.
Okay, I like this. I like this a lot.
Okay, and I'm not going necessarily with just current players either, all right? We're going with sort of, all manner of players from previous years.
Is it their current day selves or prime AFL selves?
AFL selves.
Yep, got it.
Coming in at number 5 from the Richmond Tigers.
Are they all going to be from the fucking...
No, only one Tiger.
All right.
Dustin Martin.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Yeah, and he'd come out, he'd be your silent, he wouldn't say much, and he'd like have that steely glare, and like he'd fend off to the face.
Yep.
Do stuff like that, but he'd be like the one who at the start everyone's like, is this guy a good guy? Is this guy a bad guy? No one knows. And then they get on board and they're like, oh, this is a good guy here. This is what's up here.
The fun facts: current SmackDown wrestler Solo Sikoa stole his haircut from Dustin Martin. Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Coming in at number 4, the great man, Plugger Tony Lockett.
Would have been great. Imagine him in the Attitude Era.
Imagine him in some tights.
Yes.
Jeez.
I often do.
Come running in, throw some elbows.
Yeah, I like that. Plugger, super heavyweight. Plugger versus Yokozuna at WrestleMania 13 would have gone off.
Yep. Coming in at number 3 from the Fremantle Dockers and North Melbourne Kangaroos, Matthew Spider Burton.
Okay. Yep.
He's tall. He's kind of like that, like, ooh. He'd like leer over people and he'd walk down like the walkway bit and be like, oh my God, this guy's so tall. Like, but he's not very strong because he's so skinny.
What would his wrestling comp be? If you could comp him to another wrestler, what would it be? Spider Burton.
Like the Great Khali.
Great Khali?
Yeah, but like skinnier.
More like, what was that? The guy that took Undertaker on and he was like really gangly and they made him wear a human bodysuit. The Great Gonzala or something.
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Giant
The Great
Gonzalez.
Giant Gonzalez. That kind of type. So they'd have to dress him up with like a shirt with abs on it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
And pretend muscles.
Good comp.
Yeah. Coming in at number 2. Arguably, some people say the best footballer ever. I don't personally subscribe to that. Lethal Lee Matthews.
Okay, yes, he would have been good in the 80s.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 1 versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I could see that.
He broke a goalpost.
Yeah.
Like,
Tough.
I think he got arrested for belting Neville Bruns from Geelong. He did something like that, and known for like little nugget, like a little bulldog sort of. Everyone would be sort of outside the ring all together looking up, and he'd just sort of jump up and land on them like a bowling ball. I think that would be.
That. Do you have a wrestler comp for him?
Taz.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Lethal Lee. Sorry, just to backtrack. So who have you got as the best player of all time?
Gary Ablett Sr.
Senior.
That man was a freak.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Coming in at number 1. Okay. A player renowned for strength and for intensity and for a little bit of like psycho and probably underrated as well. We're talking about the great from the West Coast Eagles and St Kilda, the Carpet Snake, the G-Train, Fraser Gehrig.
I like that a lot. I think he would be fantastic. See him in the sort of the post-attitude era. I could see him just taking John Cena's head off for the world title. Very, very good. Who would his comp be?
Cesaro.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Strength, underutilized, underappreciated, but real ones know that legit.
Very, very good. Good list. Did you have any honourable mentions?
Honourable mention was Gary Ablett. Senior honourable mention was Aaron Sandilands, which would be probably more like the great Carly.
Yep.
There are a couple of.
I thought that when you said Spider Burton.
Yeah. Kevin Bartlett was an honourable mention, but more for a managerial role.
Yep,
I think.
That'd be good. Yeah, I could see him with like some sunglasses on and like the balding, the skullet, and he'd be good. Speaking of AFL and wrestling, in 1986, who talked about a potential during their final VFL season as well. Talked a potential career switch with the World Wrestling Federation. This is WWF Vice President Jim Troy stated they had the size, athleticism, personality to be a top wrestler and a serious challenger for the world title. So this was discussed during their AFL playing career, or VFL, but it never actually happened. Do you know who that player was?
Mark Jacko Jackson.
That time when I said Jackson during that didn't make it.
I was going to say it anyway.
You were going to say it, but yeah, he discussed a potential move to the WWF in the 80s. So
underratedly good footballer. Jacko Jackson.
I think so. Well, his on and off-field antics tend to take the gloss off his on-field, kind of in that Ackermanis type role. So could have happened.
There you go.
And finally, let's do the bloody power rankings went off. So this, let's see what you think of these. This week's,
you get a lot of advice from Budgy Smugglers and non-Budgy Smugglers in the comments.
You know what? Keep it coming. One of our the power rankings blew up on TikTok this week, so thank you for everyone with your suggestions. Some of them were very good suggestions as well. Some unknown characters I hadn't heard of. Don't worry, I didn't put them in, but that was good. So we really appreciate the feedback on the power rankings. But let's see what you think of this week's Top 10 Aussie Athlete Power Rankings. Coming in at number 10, he took on the big waves in Nazare last night for the two-door Nazare Big Wave Championships. Aussie James Carew coming in at number 10. So I think so. Top 3 finish in the scariest surfing competition in the world. The only Aussie competing. So well done to him. At number 9, hanging around, still relevant, still doing well for the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL. It's Jordan Mailata. Just hang out. How do you feel about Jordan being there? I feel like when playoffs, maybe he'll make his way up, but haven't had enough people come in and kick him out of the top 10 yet either.
I mean, to be fair, I don't follow the NFL at all, and I am not even sure if their season started.
It has started.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go. I don't follow it at all. Let us know in the comment section. Should Jordan Mailata be higher on this list? I feel like it's a fair representation. Coming in at number 8 in the gusty wins. His first win on Australian soil since 2008 at the Victoria PGA Championships on the weekend after finishing top 3 in the Australian PGA Championships a couple of weeks ago. Mark Leishman.
Yes,
He's
the Gimp.
back in the top 10. Third time this year. Good on you, Mark. At number 7, she had a huge win on SmackDown this week from Adelaide. It's Marmy. It's Rhea Bloody Ripley. So we got a lot of feedback that Bronson Reed should be in this list. A lot of feedback on TikTok. Thank you again for that feedback. He has been in. Hasn't really done much the last few weeks. So when you've got our girl headline in SmackDowns in one of the biggest weeks in company history, she has to be number 1. Let us know. Tony Storm, should she be in here? I don't know. Maybe. At number 6, Holden Strong. He's a true whatever champion in the sport with the most insignificant championships in the world. Our guy, Jai Apataya, hanging strong. Two champs on his shoulders. At number 5, making history as a young'un in their first event, pulling home the bronze. It's Indra Brown in the skiing halfpipe, just coming out of nowhere, just 15 years old to win her first medal in her first event, if you don't mind.
Straight from Steiner School.
Straight from Steiner School into the top 10 power rankings. It's a shame that she won't see this because she's not allowed on social media. But maybe next year she'll
can represent the country.
Yeah, I don't think I'd feel comfortable
look at
tagging a
TikTok.
15-year-old in our post
Again.
either. Yeah, no, not after last time. All right, at number 4, slowly moving down the list. God damn it, he's our world champion. It is Oscar Piastri in the F1. Slowly moving down the list. He might be taking a little break. No F1 to talk about until March. I'm going to be sad, Jules. It's been a very big part of our show for this year. So I know you're going to miss me talking for 10 minutes while you reply emails on the podcast. Coming in at number 3, we just heard he's going to get inducted into the Naismith NBA Hall of Fame this year as an active player. It's Josh Giddey coming at number 3 for the Chicago Bulls. He's playing well. His team sucks. Moving up to number 2, just because I don't care what you say in the comment section that he hasn't fought in 6 months. He's our only reigning world champion in UFC. He's got a big fight coming up in Sydney. He's been all over the news. He's been doing interviews. That's why he's up here. It's Alexander the Great Volkanovski in number 2. What are your thoughts on that, Jules?
I'm
controversial.
I'm curious who's number 1.
In number 1, out of nowhere, due to the online bullying I have faced all week. Hopefully this makes you happy. You snivelly. You should be going for the Poms because you win so much, but I've been peer pressured into making this choice. This week's number 1 for the Australian cricket team, it's Mitchell Starc, Jules.
Oh.
Mitchell Starc is number 1 in our... There you go. I did it. Shut up. It's this week only unless something fantastic happens in Adelaide, but I've put him up there. There was a lot of arguments for him. My constant argument is it's against the Poms. Come see me when it's India or someone of note, but there you go. I've gone with it. He's done very well. Mitchell Starc, what are your thoughts on this week's top 10 power rankings, Dools?
People power.
People power, yep. You
like,
talk, we listen.
It was like the Yes movement.
It was.
But the Stark movement.
Anyway, so that's the power rankings for this week. Jules, what do you got on this week, mate?
This is my last week of work for the year.
Very good.
So that's good. So I'm at Mount Eliza Comedy Club, hosting the show there on Tuesday the 16th. On Thursday the 18th, I'm doing a Bring Your Baby and Pram show in God's Country itself, Glenroy, which will be fun. And then I'm at Speakeasy Theatre, and then going to the final ever Footsloose comedy.
Final ever Footsloose this Thursday night at the Foots Grey Hotel. If you're on the west side, if you're near about, it's a stacked lineup. They've put all of the greatest performers that have ever graced the stage of Footloose. So
Are you on the lineup?
I am on the lineup as well. Yeah. So it's basically their final event. It's an all-star show. So we'll both be there. If you like staffy dogs running around during a show, biting you on the ankles. If you like drunk people vaguely paying attention to a comedy show, or if you just like great comedy, because it will be packed.
It will be a good lineup,
and
too.
It's a very, very good lineup. Fleety is on the poster. What's the
bold move?
Let's set some odds. What do you think the odds are that he shows up?
I would say less than 50%.
Less than 50%. There you go. If you want to find out, be there on Thursday night. It would be great if he does show up.
That is wild. And then Friday, Arvo, we've got a corporate. And then Friday night in Aries Inlet, closing it off at the greatest pub in the world, the Aries Pub. I believe you're going to be the special guest MC too.
You heard it here first. Special guest MC unannounced. Both the Budgy Smugglers will be live on stage at Aries Inlet Pub this coming Friday the 19th.
19th. And do you know what else at the Aries Pub for that gig? We're raffling off a meat tray.
Oh, love a meat tray. Have you ever raffled? So it doesn't happen in comedy enough, the meat tray raffle, but when it does and a comedian wins it, boy, do the crowd turn against you.
Yeah, I do. I tell you what, one of my underratedly favorite things that I get to do as a comedian is do a raffle and like draw the winners, because then I just rip through every single, and yelling out redraw is the most underratedly best time you'll have. Just if they're not up the front getting their prize within
15 seconds,
I'm yelling out redraw.
Redraw,
I'm getting the whole audience involved. So Aries Pub Friday night.
Do I get to announce because I'm emceeing? Does that mean I get to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, get on down to Aries Inlet. We'll be getting there nice and early to get some almond croissants from
La Comptoir.
But stick around, have a beer. Some of the great beers there as well.
Great beers.
Brewing.
Yeah.
So that's my week as well.
No, there you go. Pretty crazy.
Right.
All right, smugglers. Thank you so much. We love your work.
See you
Drop
next
us a
week.
comment. See ya.
Bye.